played the song Elizabeth's Dance on the 5-string banjo, but the only reason I was able to play it was because I could read the tablature, and that's exactly what I'm about to teach you how to do. This is a banjo, one of the easiest string instruments to learn. The same goes with reading the music. To read banjo music, you will need to know what tablature is. Tablature, or tabs, is a way of reading and writing banjo music. To understand this, you will need to learn about the strings and frets. Let's start at strings. From top to bottom, facing me, the strings are labeled D, B, G, D again, and G again. Keep those in mind while I move on to the frets on the banjo. On the banjo, there are 22 usable frets, indicated by these lines on the neck of the banjo. The frets start numbered at 1, closest to the peg head, all the way down to 22, closest to the head. Let's now talk about the banjo staff. As you can see here, there are 5 lines with the letters D, B, G, D, and G. These letters correspond to the strings and tell you which string to play with your right hand, since I'm right-handed. The number on each line tells you which fret to push down with your left hand. Finally, the rhythm. Most banjo music is written in 4/4 time. That means there are 4 beats per measure, with each beat being equal to 1 quarter note. If you have played an instrument before, you will know that there are whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, and so on. Let's start at the quarter notes. A quarter note, which is equal to 1 beat, is written with just a straight line down. An eighth note, which is played for half the duration of a quarter note, is written with a straight line down and a little flag at the end. But if 2 eighth notes are written next to each other, they'll be connected at the bottom with a line. Finally, the 16th notes. A 16th note is played for half the duration of an eighth note. There are also rests, which indicate when you don't play anything at all. There are whole rests, half rests, quarter rests, and so on. But let's keep it simple with an easy song called Liberty. As you can see here in the beginning, there's a 2-0 pattern. It goes 2-0-2-0, all quarter notes. First, I find the string, which is D. The 2 here means it's the 2nd fret, so I push my finger down on the D string, 2nd fret. The same applies with 0. 0 means nothing, so I don't have to push down any fret at all. I just play the string, which is G. Once you have done that with each note, it should sound something like this. After this, you have learned about the rhythm, banjo staff, and strings and frets, and how they translate into banjo tablature. I hope you find this knowledge useful sometime in the future and you read and play like I've taught you. My sources for this demonstration were my banjo teachers Mr. Andy Rao and Mr. Chris Stout, daringbanjos.com, and istockphoto.com for the images of my slides. Thank you for your time. Does anybody have any questions?